The only thing that can ever act to bar you from God is your ignorance of the fact that your own consciousness is the access to God, to infinity. That could bar you. If you do not know this truth, then you're cut off. All of the people who do not know this truth are cut off from the benefits of this truth. And the only thing that can benefit them will not be tithing or sacrificing or getting on their knees and begging or pleading. Only one thing will bring this to them, and that is to know this truth, that I, the infinity of being, the all-being, am standing at the door of your consciousness and knocking, and ready to enter when you open your consciousness. Now, this must make clear to you why meditation is the important part of the message of the infinite way, because how do you have access to that which is knocking at the door except by closing your eyes for a brief second, shutting out the appearance world, turning within and saying, "Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth." To do just that is an act of meditation. To be able to wait with a listening attitude for 20 or 30 seconds is a further act of meditation. To do it 3, 4, 5, 10 times a day is a further act of meditation. Eventually, to find that you can do it for 2 or 3 or 4 minutes is a further, deeper, richer act of meditation, but you build up to it. This is one way of life in which it does not pay to be too smart. There are those who finish 4-year college courses in 3 years and think they have achieved something instead of knowing that they have been cheated. They've been cheated out of a whole year of unfoldment. All they've done is crammed a few more facts into a short space of time and cheated. They think that is education. Education is the opening of consciousness, the enriching and ripening of consciousness. You don't do that by cramming books. And in this work, it will never pay to try to skip a grade. No, try to hasten progress even by a day, because it can't be done. You can take a flower and put it in a hothouse and enforce its growth so that it becomes a full-blown flower before its time. But you know that it's not the healthy flower that the natural one is, that has grown outdoors and has matured in nature's way. There is an element of patience and perseverance on the spiritual path, because it isn't knowledge that benefits us, not even the knowledge of what I have said this morning. It is the practice of what I have said this morning. The knowledge is only the stepping off place. The knowledge is only a preparation. The practice, the ability to go within and realize, just think, through my consciousness, I have access to the infinite, the divine, the eternal, the immortal. Through my own consciousness. Schooling has nothing to do with it. Please remember that many of the people who have attained the highest degree of spiritual unfoldment have had very little of what the world calls schooling. only one thing is requisite, and that is the desire to know God aright. If there is that within you, and the understanding that you can meet God face to face, that all of the God presence and all of the God power can flow through you to this world just by opening the door, which is your consciousness. Your consciousness is that door. I stand at the door and knock. You must open and invite me. Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth. And then you open yourself to infinity, to immortality, to truth, to life eternal, for I am life eternal. You open yourself to infinite supply, for I am the bread and the meat and the wine and the water. You open yourself to restoring the lost years of the locust, because I am the resurrection. Though you are dead in sin, dead in disease, dead in poverty, dead in slavery, I am the resurrection. Therefore, open the door of your consciousness and let me in. If you abide in me and let me abide in you, if you open your consciousness to that I presence, that divine presence, and let it abide in your consciousness, then I am your bread. I am the meat. I am the way. I is the way. Closer to you than breathing. So, it must become clear to you that even if you cannot think of your consciousness as being infinite, please remember that you can open yourself to the truth that at least your consciousness is the door to infinity, and the door through which infinity can enter your experience.